Mm. Wow. Is it Wednesday again already? Yo, first off, let me say last Wednesday, we kind of coined the day We Care Wednesday. And I made a call to action for y'all to get in the comment section and really spread love to one another. And when I looked at the comment section the next day, I was blown away. Like the energy in there, the support. And it's interesting because like technically we're all strangers, right? But when you look at that comment section, you can tell like, nah, like we may be strangers, but on a frequency level, right? On a vibrational level, you can tell like we're a community, we're a tribe. And that's why I'm just having so much fun lately with this page, because more people are coming in and I could tell like we love vibes. We just love to feel good and get the energy going. And that's what we do here on Wednesdays. We get the energy going. We get the energy flowing. I got some tea. This is like a green blueberry tea. Oh, it was so good. I said, something so good. Like you say, it's almost like it's disgusting, but it's just that good. But bless up everybody. I don't know. I am HINDZ, and today in hindsight, again, I'm thankful for your presence. And this week, I'm really focused on implementing a gentle touch into my system. A gentle touch. What do you mean by that, HINDZ? A gentle touch. I believe that we are so hard on ourselves. You understand? Constantly beating ourselves up for what we didn't do, what we did. Expecting ourselves to do so many things, and then when we don't achieve it, what do? We bully ourselves. How many of us get into our own mind and create toxic cycles where we tell ourselves we're not good enough, where we tell ourselves that we failed constantly, over, regrets? You understand? Like we are good at being hard. Like we are good at being hard on ourselves. And I do believe there's a level of us that needs to be hard on ourselves. We need to be accountable for ourselves. We need to set standards for ourselves. But at the same time, we need to be able to know how to nurture ourselves, right? Like I always say, forgiveness is a strength. We've all been in a situation where, someone disappointed us and we had to find it in our heart to forgive them, right? And it wasn't easy. But when it comes to ourselves, are we able to forgive ourselves, right? That's why this week I am implementing a gentle touch. Because if we're trying to move forth with our dreams, with our desires, just evolve, just grow, just constant growth, it's going to need that gentle touch. It's going to need that nurturing touch. You understand? Like women are naturally the nurturers of the planet, the creators of the planet. I believe the greatest beings on the planet, right? So men and women, we're both hard on ourselves though. I think sometimes we have more of a gentle touch when it comes to our friends and our family. Like we could be there for them. We could tell them like, hey, it's gonna be okay. But then we come back to our own mind and we sit there doubting ourselves, judging ourselves. That doesn't do nothing for our self-worth, my friends. I really want to see us have like impeccable self-worth this year. Like we need to be having the conversation with ourselves. I say this all the time. Like we are strong, right? Reaffirming to ourselves like, yo, we are beautiful in our unique self. Like there is only one you understand? Each one of us has a special gift coded into our DNA. I say this a lot, but I'm gonna keep on saying it because we need to reaffirm to ourselves these affirmations, this positive energy, right? Because to make change in our life, what do we need? We need repetition. Nothing changes without repetition. And this works for everything. So if we're trying to make change in our life, if we're trying to make change in our mind, because that's where it starts, in our mind, our heart, and then our body, because our body actually has the will to go and create, right? So if we're able to purify our mind and our heart, have them come in alignment, then we're able to actually apply our will, express ourselves, bring our actions to the things we're trying to manifest, the things we're trying to grow. But it's going to be very hard to do these things if we're constantly beating ourselves up. Because what happens when we beat ourselves up? We fall down emotionally, spiritually. I feel like there's a group of us out there right now who have been very hard on ourselves lately. It's like spiritually, emotionally. And if you have been, like, please just, let's take a moment to just forgive ourselves, right? Like, I am sorry, right? I love you, right? Like, these are the words we need to have with ourselves, right? Say it with me, like, I am sorry. I love you, right? A gentle touch. Just because it's gentle doesn't mean it's not strong. Doesn't mean it's not a vital force. Outside my home right now, it's, you know, my front yard is all cement. And there's these little plants growing through the cement, like little green plants just busting through the cement. And I look at that and I'm like, wow, gentle touch, breaking through solid cement. That gentle touch is a force to be reckoned with, right? A God force, a life force, right? And our gentle touch has that same energy, able to break through all doubt, able to break through all resistance, able to break through all that lack of self-love we've manifested into our life by judging ourselves, by comparing ourselves. The comparison will eat us up, my friends. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I've been there where you're just constantly comparing yourselves. And it's different these days because we see so many things and so many people online, and then we're judging ourselves and we beat ourselves up, and it's just this toxic loop. But I found a lot of power in making mistakes and failing. Like, listen, I set the craziest expectations for myself every week, and I don't meet them. I fail every single week, but I love it because I'm constantly striving to be my best. I'm constantly striving to, you know, the stars aren't even the limit. It's just limitless. But I fail. But when I fail, I study my failures. I study where I went wrong, like a student, right? What is a student? A student constantly makes mistakes. They get things right, but they get things wrong, right? And sometimes we need to be wrong, right? So we can grow, so we can learn. So when I set these expectations for myself and I don't meet them, I'm not beating myself up. I'm like, okay, cool. Now we have information on how to grow. And then when I do meet the expectations, I'm like, I feel good about it as well. So regardless, I'm not riding an emotional roller coaster anymore, right? I'm accepting the highs for what they are, right? I'm not riding the highs too much because I know there's going to be another low. And I'm not riding the lows too hard, right? I'm still feeling, like, we're human, so we want to continue to feel. But what I'm saying is we don't want to be so attached to the highs and the lows, right? We kind of want to be in that middle space, right? That sound mind, that space where we're like, you know what? I am able to succeed, but on the other end of the spectrum, I am able to fail. And I'm cool with both, because when I succeed, I congratulate myself. I say, good job. But when I fail, I say, cool. I can learn from this. This is information, right? If you're into self-discovery, if you're into knowledge of self, you have to learn to love your mistakes. You have to learn to love your failures, right? Because they're basically cheat codes for yourself. You make a mistake, oh, learn from it, right? So again, my thing this week is implementing a gentle touch. And how do we do that? First, it starts with our positive affirmations, forgiving ourselves, right? And if you have a hard time forgiving yourself, I forgive you. Just, I forgive you. Take my lead, take that forgiveness and forgive yourself. Wake up in the morning and say, write it down. I forgive you for whatever you've done or for whatever I didn't do. You understand? After we've had these positive affirmations, repeating them to ourselves, because repetition is change. Now we have a foundation. Now we feel, you know, a little bit more solid in our core. And now we can accept our days, the wins and the fails. Now it's like life is a game and we take it seriously, but we don't take it so serious, right? We just become powerful. Become very powerful. Like, I'm excited to see all of us grow. And like I said, Wednesdays, this is We Care Wednesdays. This is like, we tune in and we just talk about things that I feel like we're all going through, and we show support for one another. So if you're struggling with anything, or if you're just happy about anything, come in the comment section and just type it in there, right? And we'll be there for you because we care. We'll show the love, we show the support. If you weren't there last week for We Care Wednesday, go look at the comment section and you'll see there's love in there. And I'm so thankful for that. You understand? Like, this is turning out to be one of the most beautiful tribes, and I'm just so thankful for y'all. Every single day I upload a affirmation, a reflection, some positivity for our day in the morning time on all audio streaming platforms. So Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, all of those. Type in hindsight and you'll see it there. And if you want, I looked at the analytics, there's about a few hundred people right now tuning in every morning as a community, as a tribe. And people have been hitting me up on Instagram and other platforms saying like, thank you. And I can feel the energy because we're bringing mindfulness into the morning. And this is really setting a root and a foundation for our days. I'll have the information and the links in the description box, but every single morning I post these. These are short form clips. You know, sometimes they're 2 minutes, sometimes 2 to 10 minutes, right? And these are an amazing tool to bring into your day, to bring that gentle touch into your day. And I have a segment on there called Gentle Touch, you understand? A lot of the things I talk about, I'll continue to say again. Because again, what did I say? Repetition is change. Change needs repetition. So I would love it if y'all want to tune in with me in the mornings on these platforms. Please go subscribe over there. You know, the information's in the bottom. And yeah, you don't know. In hindsight, everything gonna be all right. Wow. I'm feeling the energy. I'm just so thankful for y'all. We have a lot of content coming, and yeah, bless up. You already don't know, it's a vibe thing. Oh man, I gotta figure out a way to get y'all some tea too. Like, if you want some tea, if you want some of the tea I'm drinking, like, tell me in the description box. Be like, Heinz, figure it out, get us this tea. I don't know. I gotta find a way to give some giveaways or something. Like, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna be drinking tea together and just vibing.